Live from Hurricane Sandy headquarters, New York, it's Ask an Engineer.
Hello everybody, welcome to another fantastic show and tell. We're broadcasting live from the about to be hurricaned Adafruit headquarters here in downtown Manhattan. I'm Lady Ada, I'm the engineer in blue, and with me is Weatherman Phil.
Hello, I predict a 100% chance of rain. All my predictions come true.
In yellow. We've got an exciting damp show for you guys
This is
tonight.
Halloween edition, we're in costume, but we are seriously preparing for some big weather here.
I'm ready for rain.
We are still kind of in transition. We're moving our personal lives and our business lives.
Yeah.
So every week we don't really know where we're going to be. But let's tell you about the show tonight.
Yeah, tell about the
All
show
right.
tonight.
It's electric Halloween.
Halloween!
All sorts of Halloween
It's spooky
goodies
here.
and things. We'll do a little bit of recap of the show and tell.
Yes.
The code tonight, of course, will be Halloween. 10% off many things in the Adafruit store. Just use the code Halloween on checkout. So, we'll talk about the show and tell. Big announcement about Adafruit and Element 14. Some sad news, or just news. CFAX is down. Yep. Neat thing from Khan Academy. We'll have mailbag. We'll have something about our coloring book. We launched a new series, Makey Monday. It was a lot of fun. We've got a video with that. We've got some great news about the coloring book. It's already getting translated to multiple languages. We've got some great news in the world of open source hardware, including a new Arduino IDE. Talk about the Adafruit learning system. Got a lot of stuff about the Raspberry Pi. We got Pi IDE. We went to an event, Girls of Code. That was a lot of fun.
That was cool.
Got a new video. We got a new series we launched, 3D Thursday. Matt Griffin. We got some updates on our iPhone and iPad app. We've got tons of new products.
New.
Some top secret, not out yet products.
Ooh.
We'll answer your question. We'll have a trivia question. We'll have a cat. All that and more on Ask an Engineer.
You can even see the cat, maybe. He's over here.
Yeah, the cat is the black lump back there.
See this lump?
Yeah.
Wait, that's the cat. I can't really point to it, but he's right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
So anyways,
cat lump.
Yeah, so anyways, our costumes this week are ponchos and rain gear. This is a map. This is from the satellite service. I just want to show everyone what's going on. This they say this is a superstorm, and it may be one of the biggest storms in history. So we already told our employees, if the subways are closed, of course, we're in New York.
Yeah, because the subways
in.
flood.
Yeah, of course, don't come in. Our customers will understand. We have notices on the website. Every order that's going out right now has a notice that says there's severe weather. Basically, the entire East Coast is going to get slammed. Last year there was Irene, and not much happened.
Yeah,
but
that's bad.
This year they're predicting it. I'm not a meteorologist, but I have an idea.
You're dressed like one.
No, well, I'm just in a poncho. But I have a feeling why this storm is a little bit worse than others.
Why?
Well, it's because it's.
Oh my God!
It's an alien storm.
It's an alien!
Yeah, if you look at the picture of the storm, and then if you look at the alien, they're the same. So I think that's the problem.
Okay.
So I have an email.
Oh my God! It's a chest burster.
I have an email out to Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
And she's gonna get in that big bot, and we're gonna take care of this.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Rock
anyways.
on. Okay.
Okay. So let's. Your costume days are.
It's over.
Or
No, it's because my stuff's at my nose.
Okay. Next up, let's talk about the show and tell.
Show and tell. We had.
Oops.
We had an LED on the show and tell.
That's the wrong camera. Okay.
Okay.
The show and tell is now. Hey, there we are.
Okay. We had a good show and tell. We had a couple people show up. First up, we had Darius show up again. He showed up before and showed off his project. He basically has a stereo in another room of his apartment. He wants to control it, and he uses only an IR remote, so he's trying to do an IR to RF bridge. Not having a lot of success with that for some reason, so instead he's going with a wire. I always suggest wires. Wireless really sucks, so wires are a really good solution for when your wireless project doesn't work. And then he's also working on a science project for his high school, where he will be making a dissolved solids sensor.
That's cool.
He's going to do some analog. It's going to be cool. We also had Phil B, Paint Your Dragon, show up in a dragon demon costume. It's even better than ever.
Yeah, Phil did a preview. We showed the video last week. We're going to show a couple seconds of it again. I think I have it queued up. Maybe I can. It's so fun to watch.
You want to show it again?
Well, I want to see if I have it in the
queue
in the set here because we have some
so
Halloween
he
stuff.
did it. He had already showed the costume off on the last show and tell, but this time He cut the face to be a little more like angular. He has curly horns instead of straight horns, and he put like fabric glue onto the suit to make it look like scales.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. When hopefully the show and tell is going to be up on YouTube any minute now, and you can actually go check it out. It is a pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'll just do. I mean, we'll. Do you want to show a little clip from the video last week so people know about it, or do you want to wait to the Halloween section?
Halloween section.
Let's keep going to show and tell.
Jerry showed up with his LED shirt and also talked about a grant program they're doing for schools. And then finally, Seamus showed up with his RC rover that he's working on, a really big project.
Intense, yeah.
It's an intense project, and he's going to add GPS to it. And hopefully make it a fully autonomous rover. It's a pretty intense rover.
And I also get a chance to talk to Jerry, who's out in Hawaii, and he's starting a new project. He's getting grant money for this, like $250K. It's called Space Gambit, and helping humans get out in space via maker spaces.
Okay.
But the first step is to, and I'm going to quote him, educate the population, so people are interested in getting out to space.
Yeah.
He did mention one thing that I think that was interesting on the show and tells. You always. I love doing them, and I'm so glad you started these, is you always get kind of interesting bits of information. So one of the things a long time ago I noticed with FIRST Robotics is everyone in FIRST kept reinventing the same power supply, or they kept reinventing all the things that don't matter for the competition. And this was right around when Instructables got started, and it was like so close, but if there was the timing worked out, I think if they would have put all of the first documentation up, the kids could spend more time in the robot competition, not always starting from scratch over and over and over and over again. So that's one of the things that I think that Jerry's thing is going to help out, is maybe finding an easy way for it to look at all the documentation and all the lessons that are out there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
interesting.
I thought that was neat. The folks that were on the show and tell, we were going to give away a special thing. Siemens, who was working on his rover, we're going to send him out an ultimate GPS.
GPS.
Darius, whatever he probably wants, we'll get him. Jerry just got free shipping to Hawaii. I just want to point that out. I give him free shipping.
And Philby gets all the free stuff he ever wants.
Yeah, he works at Adafruit, and this is why we love him.
Yeah. Shows up in the Dragon Con.
Yeah. Okay, how do people get on the show and tell, lady?
Super easy. Go to the Adafruit Google Plus page, which is plus.google.com/plus the symbol Adafruit. And then look for the most recent post where I say, comment here to be added to the show and tell circle. We have to have you in a circle to invite you. So be sure to comment ahead of time, and that way next week you will see the invite, and it will be awesome.
Okay. Next up, big announcement this week. Press release went out. You're on the Element 14 New York site.
Yes, I made a blog thingy account. It's like a 15 thing. There's like code, blog, photos, projects.
Element 14 is an intense community. So it's Element 14, and it's powered by Newark, Premium Farnell. They're all part of this big company. MCM is part of it. And you have a blog up there now, and you do posts about stuff. We had people from Element 14 Newark out to the Adafruit factory. It was Tom and Denise.
Denise and Sue.
And
we had a really good time. We went out for dinner. We all hung out, and we showed them the factory. We showed them everything. We showed them all the new Pi stuff we're working on. And
they got a sneak peek of a lot of new things that we're coming out with for the Raspberry Pi.
They're super cool people, and it was really awesome to finally meet them instead of just talking on the phone. Oh, well, you'd met them before. But really hang out for a couple hours.
Yeah, they've seen different parts of Adafruit as we've evolved. We have people like Drew at Element 14. He's always looked out for us, and he's really active in the hackerspace world. Wilson Lee, Scott, like all these people are great, but Tom, Denise, and Sue are the ones that we work with on a regular basis online, and they've really helped us with getting Raspberry Pis in, and it's been working out really well. They're a reseller now of Adafruit stuff, so if we run out of stuff, and you need to get some Raspberry Pi stuff, you can also go to Element 14. So do check that out. So that was a big deal, and you'll see more posts by you on the Element 14 site.
That's right.
Yeah.
I put up a couple posts already. I'm going to try to post up at least once a week or once every other week.
Yeah.
But check it out. Please comment, and we can touch base with people that we know there. So it'd be really good to know who's also.
One of the things we're trying to do this year as a company is not to stay in the same communities.
Yeah.
Let's go out there. Like we'll be in the fashion world soon. Because
Not these ponchos.
No, we will get kicked out if we go to. Although, you know, I could see some LED action going on this. I have a feeling Phil could spruce this up quite a bit.
He can take anything.
All right, so you know about this. This is a neat. I want to do some news.
I grew up with teletext.
Yeah, so this is
kind of neat.
This is unfortunately over. BBC had this CFAX thing, and it was running for like 20-something years. And it was originally intended just to put extra information on the television screen using just like analog TV signal, and they just shut it down.
When I was a kid, and I would watch TV in Israel, but when there wasn't shows, they would have teletext, and it would always play Tubular Bells like on repeat. So other than that, it was kind of cool because they'd have like puzzles and like news and updates and weather, and it was kind of like pre-internet kind of news dissemination. I mean, it wasn't interactive as far as I know, but I definitely dug the like anti, fonts and graphics, because they would try to do like graphics and maps and stuff in this like blocky text.
Yeah.
So it's definitely very stylized, and there's people who collect. There's websites that collect screenshots
of all the different
all the different teletext. So I remember seeing one from like. Like Germany and Italy and like all these European countries, and like the people who design these screens are really bored, so some of them like go pretty crazy with their anti-graphics.
Oh, one thing I should do, remind everybody, the code's Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Up till midnight. Get 10% off a lot of stuff.
Where's the pumpkin?
I do have a pumpkin, but let me make sure I always remember that. I have a little pumpkin.
Yeah, where's the pumpkin?
We had candles, by the way.
Spooky candles.
Yeah, we have spooky candles.
Spooky.
Yeah.
They're spooky because they say spooky.
And I've got a little pumpkin.
Mini pumpkin.
Yeah, in fact, and for the folks, so like I said, we're moving like personal and business life. This is a kind of an unknown Make edition. So I was at Make it a really long time. I still write with Make, and they put me on the cover once for the scary Halloween one. So that's
scary. That's Phil. Scary.
Yeah, I'm not like Lady Ada that can be on the cover of a magazine for other stuff. I was there.
You're just a model.
I was there.
You're the only guy there.
I was there just to be scary. So there's me mixing chemicals for the special Halloween Make. It wasn't this big when it came out. It was a normal size magazine.
That'd be cool if it was that big.
Yeah. And then we got this big one right here. So.
Okay.
All right.
We have cover posters.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's okay. So we got spooky candles.
Spooky. All right. Next up.
Okay.
What's this Khan Academy? I don't know about this Khan Academy.
Yeah, so I thought this was really neat. Khan Academy just started after-school programming, so you can start a club in your school, even if you don't know anything about programming, and they have curriculum set up. So these are all the after-school programming clubs that have already started.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and what's neat is the folks at Khan Academy, because we've been doing all this education stuff. We're Twitter friends.
Aww.
Yeah, we tweet back and forth. They're like, "Hey, thanks." I'm like, "No, hey, thanks." So I think this is really neat. I think combining something with the Khan Academy with the Adafruit learning system is going to be really neat down the road. And then start awarding badges. Like we have a Python badge, we have a Ruby badge, real and virtual digital badges, awarding kids for after-school activities, making programming a fun thing you do after school. I think it's going to be hard to push in programming still, even though I think everybody gets that we have to do it. I think it's hard to get it into schools with curriculum that are still based on standardized testing. But after school, you can do lots of stuff. So programming clubs, that's cool. All right, next up, mailbag.
Packet.
Packet the mailbags here.
Okay. Do you want me to read off the?
What?
Do you want me to read it off?
Oh, packet the mailbag. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your website has too much useful information available. I'm having trouble going through it all. I'll never have time to work on all the projects that I have in mind. Please keep up the great work. Awesome products too.
Yeah.
Thank you, mailbag.
Yeah, that's Fact Mailbag. Every week we read off something from Fact Mailbag. If you guys have kind words to send us, just send us to the contact form. Lots of customers put in great comments. We try to put them. We have the mailbag booked up all the way for next year. It's great.
We could do mailbag every day.
Yeah, I don't want to do mailbag every day.
I
think once a week.
Okay. Next up.
A
job.
Yeah, the jobs board is rocking. So the Adafruit jobs board has really high-end jobs. This one, and just happened to be good timing. Bree, one of the co-founders of MakerBot, got a chance to check out the Adafruit factory. He was just coming back from the new MakerBot store, and they just posted up. They're looking for a senior software engineer on the Adafruit jobs board. We have an excellent record of matching up makers who have skills who want to find a job, and companies who are looking for really cool makers. I personally screen these, and you personally screen these, and we make sure they're only like relevant jobs in this wonderful world.
These are good jobs. You don't have to worry about like recruiters or BS or like apply, whatever. It's just, it's real companies. You know the name of the company. You can check it out, so it's not like
there is a lot of jobs we don't let through. It's a lot of kind of crummy companies that are just like headhunters and recruiters, and they're trying to do sneaky bad things. But the emails come to us.
And plus, you know, if you're somebody and you say I saw this job on the Adafruit jobs board, you'll probably get pushed up because people will be like, okay, this was like somebody who already does electronics, is interested in hobby electronics, so it'll definitely be better than just blind sending your resume. So if you need a job. People need jobs. Please apply for some of these jobs.
So we're
coloring book
tonight. So the reviews are pouring in on the coloring book. The coloring book worked out great. So this is Lady Ada's E for Electronics. By the way, how long have you been calling yourself Lady Ada? It's been like
since I think around 95.
95, yeah.
No, wait, since I was
maybe even earlier.
Hold on, I have to do math in my head. It's been like 17 years. 17
years, that's a really long time.
16 years. Half a lifetime ago.
Yeah, Lady Ada.
So
and then like you've been putting it on circuit boards and selling electronic goods.
Since 2005.
Since 2005.
That was the Zox box and the mini pop.
Yeah, that's really good to know because that's, you know.
That's good to know. Yeah.
That's good to know. That's
good to have a date associated with the Lady Ada name in case there was ever any sort of debate about
Lady Ada's
name.
Sorry, I want a little bit of a detour.
Date.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Anyway, getting back. So we have the Lady Ada coloring book.
Yeah.
And it's been working out really great. And the reason why we just took this detour is we'll talk about it as soon as we can. But there's another lady out there that seems to think that she might own Lady Ada in some way, in some weird way that's not true. So once again,
I might have to fight this other lady.
She might have to fight this other lady in trademark world, and we have an awesome trademark lawyer, and we have a rock solid case, and so we'll keep everybody posted the second we can. It's a funny story. It's really cool.
But I've definitely been Lady Ada a lot longer.
You've been Lady Ada documented.
She's not even as old as I am. I think she's younger than me.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways,
I'll kick her ass.
So we've been getting some great videos from kids who are downloading or getting the Lady Ada coloring book. It's a free thing that you can download.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what the best part about releasing this? Yeah. I don't think we've gotten any typo corrections because we went through this thousands of times to try to make sure we had no typos or errors, and so far nobody's corrected us, which is really good. And kids have been coloring. Yeah, and what we're getting is really cute videos sent to us of kids, and they're just coloring away. So this kid is coloring, reading. I think she's 4.5 years old, and she's reading the text of noise, what electronic noise is. So what a really neat thing for a kid to grow up in a world. This girl knows to AC couple her oscilloscope. That's right. When looking for noise on the DC line. And I respect that.
Yeah. So it's really it's a neat world.
It's super cute.
It's a neat world where this kid growing up sees Lady Ada the engineer and goes through the letters, and that's her world. It's a different world than when you grew up. You didn't have a coloring book with Lady Ada.
There was no such thing.
There was no such thing.
This was cool.
Okay. So next up, let's keep moving along. We started a new series.
Makey Monday.
Makey Monday. So we're starting to make from Joy Labs.
Yay!
Jay Silver,
made by Jay Silver, who also designed the Drawdio with us, and also went to the Media Lab with us. And he has a lovely kit available. It comes with all sorts of goodies. It works out of the box. It takes 5 minutes to get started. It's super fun. You can make a banana piano. Look at me pressing my banana.
Yeah.
Look at me making a Pac-Man controller. Look at me playing with SpaghettiOs. And conductive. We actually did this test, right?
Yeah.
This was our test?
Yeah, and then we have a video.
Yes.
It's video time. So we made this here in the new Adafruit offices. Well, there in the new Adafruit offices. Okay.
Hey.
Shazbot. All right. So
I don't have a costume.
Yeah. I only wear more costumes underneath my ponchos because no one can see it.
Every day, I know. Underneath your clothes, you're always Mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up.
Okay. Let's keep moving here because we're already behind schedule.
Is this tweet?
Yeah, we're perpetually behind schedule. Okay. So there's already the French translation of the coloring book. There's also, we've linked to this. There's also a Spanish translation. One of the things that we did with the coloring book was we released it as open source.
Yeah.
I did this kind of out of order. Sorry about that. But one of the reasons we did this is because we want to have international versions of the coloring book, and so far so good.
Yeah.
So A through Z, international versions, and then we'll expand on this because I know there's different letters of the alphabet, different things, but
yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
Next up, Flickr Friday. This one is a pretty cool photo of a brain machine.
Yeah, this is what a brain machine looks like when you turn it on.
And it's kind of cool because the eyes are all like
we do Flickr Pool Friday every Friday.
To get your just put your stuff in the Adafruit's Flickr pool. It's on the side of the blog, and then you can, if you're on Flickr, add your stuff to the pool, and we'll feature it.
Okay, some news in the wonderful world of open source hardware.
Okay, I always say it's the wonderful world.
It is. It is a wonderful world of open source hardware.
Okay.
I had this idea that there would be, so there was this thing, the wonderful world of Disney.
Yeah, that's
and I wanted to do this thing, the wonderful world of open source hardware. I just couldn't at the time find someone who do. I wanted all these crazy graphics. And I'll get to it. Anyways, big news in Arduino land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, new IDE.
The Duet came out.
Came out. Yep.
We sold out of the 25 they sent us instantly. Well,
yes.
We have more on the way.
We're out.
As soon as we have them, we'll have them very, very soon. They're also, so they basically now have a hardware port of the Arduino IDE to an ARM core. Version 1.5 is coming out. One of our biggest suggestions is being added, which is the easy library adder. So instead of like the kind of nightmare that it is right now to add libraries, like one of the hundreds of libraries we've written for the Arduino, you can now like use a menu thing called like add library or something, and you can point it to a zip file and it'll do the right thing, and it's awesome. So that's really great.
Okay. Next up, we're a proud member of the OSHWA, the Open Source Hardware Association. You donated.
Yes.
So now your member gets put on the site. There's not corporate membership yet, but individuals can donate. Please donate if you want to support the organization that supports open source hardware. We were asked to be on the board. We said we couldn't because we got to run an open source hardware company.
Yeah.
So that's what we decided to do. But we like, there's a group out there that is advocating and educating.
It's good. They're there. They're defending our rights. They're going to look out for us. They're going to hold conferences.
Yeah. They're
going to speak on our behalf when necessary.
Yeah. And one of the great things is with open source hardware, all the companies that do it have all been really good with each other. Mm-hmm. Like we'll buy from each other. Mm-hmm. We'll license or we'll pay a royalty for small makers who want to license stuff. We work out stuff because there is no protection in hardware. All we have is a community, and we have our own values. Anyone could take anything and do anything with hardware. So instead, we decided, well, let's build community. Yeah. Because there's no legal protection, so you're gonna get patents.
Anyways,
that's a whole
donate.
other thing.
Let's move on because we're 10:25 already.
Yeah, George, we're going to be running around. Well, let's say it again. Okay, next up, Adafruit Learning System. A bunch of stuff on Learning System.
Yeah, I will go through this.
Okay.
Update tutorial. We have moved over our fun SNES accelerometer plus teensy tutorial. This is a fun little tutorial to make a USB accelerometer controller. So it's cool.
Okay.
Next up, we finally have a tutorial for our INA 219 high side DC current sensor. This was written by Bill Earl. Awesome job. It's a lovely tutorial. Please check it out.
Okay.
And here's a photo of it measuring a motor shield current. Very handy for these kinds of things.
And Kevin did
Kevin did a tutorial, and he also updated a library, had a bug in it for the MCP 23017 and 23008 GPIO expanders, the I2C expanders. An easy way to add 8 or 16 more input-outputs with pull-ups to your Raspberry Pi, and it's cool because you can run it from 5 volts to 5 volts safe.
Yeah, here's the results of GPIO out. GPIO out just on a single pin. We've got about 300 hertz or so of output. With the setup we're using, it's just a Raspberry Pi running out to a Pi cobbler breakout, connected to
all right, next up, we get some Raspberry Pi news. Big news. Pi Week. We can go through this. We'll go through it super quick too because we had Pi Day. So the Raspberry Pi 2.0, the board that we have when you order $350 or more, or in our Pi starter pack.
Yeah.
They release the schematics.
Yay, schematics!
Yeah, and what's interesting is that the Raspberry Pi Foundation always said, their destination is to do fully open source. So this has been great. Speaking of, now this is cool, and we had breaking news. I think Adafruit covered this first.
Yeah.
Everything all the way down to the ARM now is open source.
Yeah, a lot of this is the graphics stuff, and unfortunately I don't know too much about graphics programming because I kind of didn't take that class. Well, I did, but I sort of didn't do that great in it. But they have released the intermediaries between like the low-level stuff and the kernel, so that like you can actually do a lot more with interfacing to the graphics processor, because the chip is actually a graphics coprocessor. So in theory, it should be able to do like graphic stuff really easy, which is why I can like do HDMI. So apparently, like a lot of that low-level stuff has been released, so that the API is available. So hopefully, that'll make it a lot easier for people to write drivers or do graphic stuff, or OpenGL and all that good stuff, and video stuff and codecs. So again, I'm not a super expert in this stuff, but do check it out.
Yeah.
It sounds exciting, especially for people who really love to do ultra low-level Linux development.
Yeah. Okay, so we had Pi Day, and like I said, we're celebrating Pi Day each week, and we also have some banners on our site.
Yeah.
We put it in our starter pack and orders at $350 or more. Lots of people doing really cool stuff on Pi Day. Here's a beer keyboard. Here's people using our tutorials. Here's a review of the cobbler. Here's another photo from the review of the cobbler. People using our tutorials and our Pi plate to make a Pi laptop. This one is really neat. This is a temperature sensor that does like barbecuing.
Yeah.
And then MCM, one of our partners and resellers, just sent out this awesome hacker-approved newsletter to all their customers.
Preaching
our
stuff.
So Element 14, Newark, and MCM, they're all part of this bigger company.
Yep.
If we run out of stuff, check their site.
Yep,
as well,
they're resellers, and they bought a lot of stuff. So if we're out of something, check them out. They're great.
Yeah, they've been working out great. Next up, you want to talk about what's been new and added in the Web IDE?
Man, did we add a lot of
lots of stuff.
I cannot go through it because a lot of stuff has been added. First up, you can now, from the IDE, change the host name of the computer, which is handy if you have multiple Raspberry Pis in one room. Say in a classroom, you want to have every person's computer have a unique name. So you can do that from the IDE in the setup. You can also set up the Wi-Fi, SSID, and password. You can do that from a nice little window in the setup box. And now the IDE sets your repository to private by default, so that you can make it public later if you feel like it. But if you're putting in private stuff, maybe you don't want to publicize it. There's a lot of bug fixes. A lot of like mouse focus stuff has been fixed. One of my favorite things is the terminal is better than ever. It's now locked underneath. It snaps in place, and I think we have line numbering, and also in Python it does function collapsing to make it easy. I mean, it goes on and on. Please check it out. It's still in alpha.
Yeah.
It's not in beta, so please use it. It's not for super noob beginners, but if you have experience with Python, please check it out.
Justin and Tyler are rocking this out. This is like a full-featured web-based IDE for a $35 Linux computer. It's fast.
It is really fast.
The new features, you can assign the name, you can do the and so we'll have this rolled into Occidentalis Rubus
soon.
The Black Raspberry, very soon. So our distro will be including this. It's a big deal. We have a Linux distro.
It's very cool. It's very cool. I really like how it's going, and we've only been working on the Web IDE for like a month or 2 months, 3 months, and it's already my preferred way to write code on the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, and you like writing code.
And I like
Speaking of girls who like to write code, it's like we planned that. Girls Who Code, there was an event right down the street from where we live in the financial district at the New York Stock Exchange. We went
on the trading floor.
Yeah, we went to the trading floor. Yeah, normally they don't let people like us onto the trading floor.
Especially aliens from outer space.
Yeah, and then so we went. We got an invitation, and we donated to go there. And we met Maria Gosh, we met Craig Newmark, we talked about electronics, and we were there to see all of these young women who are there presenting, part of this program, presenting that they learned how to code. So you can see all the photos on our site. I'm just going to go through them real quick. We had to go through this big security line, and we got in, and then it was just packed. We got the chance to see this thing that's been down the street from us for the last few years, and it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's super high tech, but also super low tech at the same time because it's the trading floor. So there's like the wooden desk area, but then there's like the high speed trading area.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so it was really neat to go there. And then here is Lady Ada on Wall Street. Check this out. I predict you're going to be back there one day.
You think so?
Maybe for reasons you don't know yet.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Can I be like Bane? Can I be like, oh, I will hack into the system and ruin Batman?
Well, one thing that we did, speaking of, there's a medical emergency phone, I think, when these guys tap out. So.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but it was like pretty unnerving to see a medical emergency phone in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
I guess it's not unusual for guys to just like blow
Bad
out.
day, yeah. Okay, so we have another quick thing in Adafruit news. Matt, who just recently joined, he was formerly at MakerBot, now he's at Adafruit, is heading up our community and customer support, and he and Becky worked on a video. We're just going to play a snippet because it's how to make an account on Adafruit.com. And now let me say this. I got to say this. A lot of people don't like to do very basic beginner videos for things like setting up an account on a website. And I know like most of our customers are experts, but we want to expand the audience. We want to expand the community. And so there's a lot of really young people and a lot of people that are older that they just need a little help setting up an account.
Yeah.
Like how do you just what do you click? What do I fill out? Is my information safe? What do you do with it? These are very reasonable questions to ask. Not everybody grew up, on BBSs and like on IRC and like modems and like.
It's like the XKCD. It's because there's so many people born every day. There's 10,000 people a day for whom they're doing it for the first time.
Yeah, there's 7 billion people on the planet. Most of those people do not have an Amazon account. They don't know what it's like to order online.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 people who actually are experiencing something for the first time. So there's 1,000 people who are like, this is the first time I'm signing up on a website to buy something, and we actually get call customers. We're like, I have never order anything online, but I want to order something because I want to do electronics, or like somebody in my family wants to do electronics, and so
I'll give you a really good example. There's a lot of grandparents who want to get something like the Little Bits or the Makey or the coloring book, and they call up and we walk them through it. We tell them how to do stuff because it's worth it. It's worth it. And then there's really young kids that they're helping their parents set up an account because they want to buy something. So anyways, so here's just a quick snippet.
Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Matt Griffin. He's the new Director of Community Support and Evangelism here at Adafruit.
Becky's been making these really great videos about how to use the site. So today we're going to show you how to sign up for an account at the Adafruit website.
If this is your first time shopping at Adafruit, please take the time to set up an account. You'll be able to start a shopping cart, build a wish list, make an address book, view order history, subscribe to back-end stock notifications, and sign up to participate in the Adafruit customer support forums. Here's how you get started. Click the blue login button.
Okay.
So that's the video, and do watch the full thing. Send it to someone, like if you have a parent, someone who just needs help with that. That's part of our new series of customer service videos. Speaking of stuff that Matt did this week, he started a new segment a new series of posts called 3D Thursday. We might have a 10-minute segment on.
Matt used to be at MakerBot, so he loves and has a lot
he knows everything about 3D printing. Yeah.
So yeah, this is why.
So he posted up a bunch of stuff. Here's like a little 3D printed Android thing. Here's a space shuttle. Here's a really cool 3D printed quadcopter. I thought that was
kind of cool.
And then someone made a really neat 3D printed case for our Internet of Things printer.
Yeah.
That's neat. One of the things that we're really interested in, and you're going to see this soon, is being able to make something like our new watch that we showed off, the new watch kit that'll be coming out soon, and then you'll be able to print the enclosure for it. So combining 3D printing with electronics. Very cool.
Yeah, it's good idea.
Next up, Circuit Playground. A little quick update. Featured in the Apple Store. Thank you so much, Apple.
84 5-star ratings.
Yeah, it worked out really nice. It's in the education collection. And then if you go to the education collection, it's in the physics section. And then in the physics section, because they don't have an engineering section yet.
It's in E&M, which I'm actually okay with.
Yeah, you can see it with other apps.
I mean, technically, it's true. Electronics is a subset of physics. But you know what? Physics is a subset of philosophy.
That's the quote. Yeah, well, yeah, if you're not working on physics, you're just stamp collecting. Like these are like the hardcore like physicists, they say that. for not working. Because
mathematicians call the physicists like weaklings for not.
I read this book, The History of like Science, and
requiring things to be tangible.
Every scientist group hates each other. The geologists hate everybody the most. I think that's what that's what I believe. That's what I gathered from that book. Yeah. Anyways, next up, we're gonna do a new product. Anyways, check out Circuit Playground. It's in the Apple Store. Apple featured it. Very cool. Next up is new product time. Right before we do new products, let me just tell you something. Get this code. Halloween.
Halloween.
Gone.
10%.
Okay.
Off many things.
You ready for this new product?
New.
Okay.
Yeah, where's my bucket? Okay.
Okay. Where's your bucket?
Where's my bucket?
Okay. So here we go.
Okay,
we're gonna go through these kind of.
This is actually updated. We just updated the supplier that we get these like Wiimotes from. They just changed the look a little bit. They're white, not black. Hey, it's not a big deal. They work great. They're awesome. We have them in the store. Add Wiimotes to your project.
Okay. Due was in and out of the store in a minute.
Due, we had a shipment of 24. This is the ARM Core SAM32 version of the Arduino. It's cool. It has USB client and host. Oh no, sorry. This is the Mega ADK. Which is identical. We did have the Due this week. We did sell out. Hopefully we'll have more in stock. This is the ADK R3, which looks very similar, except it has large USB jacks. That's how I recognized it.
That's my fault. I'm getting tired.
No, it's cool. But I recognize it. This is the ADK R3. Great when you want to do Android stuff with your Arduino. This is the official version from the Arduino team. It's lovely. We have some in stock for R3 now.
Cables.
Pigtails. These are some basic pigtails. Actually, I think I forgot to bring some with me. Let me check. No, I didn't bring them. But basically, they're 2-pin. 0.1 spacing like Molex connectors, and then like a foot-long cable on the end. I'll show them in some projects. We actually got them for something else, and then it didn't work out. And I was like, you know what, these are pretty handy. I thought these would be useful for using our PWM breakout, and you want to like control LEDs, because they'll just snap into perf board or breadboard, and like you put some headers on it. So they're kind of cool, little cables.
Yeah. Adafruit's first poster is in the store. The poster is called Laws of Robotics, and this is the first edition, the limited edition. We have 100 of these. They're beautiful, large, glossy posters, and has 3 Laws of Robotics by Asimov from his Book of Robotics. And it's and this is the first edition, and it has the 3 laws. We might do another edition that includes the zeroth law for those of you who are about to say it. I know.
There was a little bit of a debate about whether to release with the zeroth law or the standard.
Two editions.
And I said most people only know of the 3 laws. They would be confused by what is the zeroth law.
You can boil it down. A robot should be your friend. Okay.
Yes, robots are friends.
Robots are friends, not robot enemy. Anyways, so we'll have that. Then we get all these little connectors. These are fun.
I'm going to show off both of these bricks at once. So these are little. These are 0.1 spacing. We're really into 0.1 spacing. 0.1 spacing terminal blocks, and they're spring type, because it's very hard to get the ones that are screw type. But the nice thing about these is they are reconfigurable, and I will show that on the overhead because it's a little confusing what I mean by that. So these are the terminal blocks. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit.
Careful, this will fall off the table.
Yeah, it's also shadowy.
Yeah.
Maybe I can go like
this.
this.
We don't have controlled lighting here. By the way, we're building a studio for Ask an Engineer.
Under
construction.
We'll deal until then. So these are terminal blocks, and they're 0.1 inch spacing, so they snap in, and then you can put wires in by pushing on these springs back, and then you poke the wire into this hole. But then you're like, okay, well, you have 3-pin, but what if I want like a 6-pin or a 5-pin connector? Well, if you use your fingernails, or you can use a screwdriver, you can very carefully pry this end cap off. Let me do this very carefully.
Are they okay with stranded wire?
Yeah, you can use anything, I think it's 16 to 22 gauge. So that's it without the end cap on. And then you can snap it onto another one. And I'm just showing snapping 2 3-pin ones together, but each one of them comes apart.
So it says you can twist them a bit. That's a good way to take them apart.
Yeah, you can probably twist them. I actually use my fingernail and pry it a little bit. And then now you can have as many as you want. And they are individually removable. So like you can have 5, 3, 2, 1, 50,000, whatever number you want. It doesn't have to be a multiple of 3. We just sell them in a multiple of 3 because I just thought that was convenient. And so we have ones that are the right angle size. So this goes into a perf board or breadboard, and then you can pull wires from the side. And then we also have the straight type. And the straight type is a little more compact this way. These are comparisons of the two. This one is the straight type, and so the wires go in from the top, but it's also reconfigurable, just like the right angle ones. So I think this is kind of a solution to, like, you have a perma proto board or other perf board and you want to make a connector very easily. It's pretty low cost too. You can get a pack of these for a couple bucks, and there's 2 connectors which I actually like, and that's for mechanical strength. So these two pins are connected together on each one, but so you solder 2 pins per block.
They're super handy.
They're very
I like
handy.
that you're looking out for people.
Very handy.
Okay, next up, we got these nice little displays here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just show the.
Yeah, do you want me to just like go, because this is like all of them right here. This is, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is these are little mini display, and we have it with a backpack too, and it's just like crazy bright white, and they're very beautiful. They're unfortunately expensive because they're white LEDs.
Okay. Look at that. It looks like the photo.
Yeah, so there you go, and it's flickery because of the the camera resolution, the camera refresh syncs up somehow, so it doesn't actually flicker in real life. You don't see that. It's just the video camera, but yeah, this is the backpack version, so you can control it with I2C, and this is on the dimmest setting too.
Yeah, they were super bright.
They are killer bright.
Okay.
Beautiful white LEDs.
Let's keep moving.
For luxury.
Okay. We can make this.
LED projects.
All right. We got
the clickies.
We got these clickies.
Yeah, hold on.
Some people call them counters.
They're counters, but I call them clickies.
They're clickies. We got large and small versions of these.
Yeah, these were actually shown on a show and tell.
Yeah.
And
then right after this, we're going to show a couple Halloween things.
Yeah, I'll just show this one. We have 2 versions. We have a large and a small, but I'll just show the small one.
Okay.
So the large one is just bigger. I don't know exactly where that went.
I don't know.
Stuff was in a pile. So yeah, you click the buttons to increment each one, and these are also snap apartable, and you just press fit them together, so you can connect. We sell them in packs of 5, but if you want 10 in a row or 3 in a row, you can configure it the way you want. And then you have this little end cap that fits on, so you can snap into a bezel nicely. Very nice. And on the back, there's 11 contacts, and so there's one common contact in the middle, and then each one of these is numbered. You can see the numbers very small: 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And then as the number, like when it displays 7, that means that the 7-pin contact is shorted to ground. So it kind of makes it easy for you to do like kind of weird, cool interface stuff. You want to enter in a number or something. I don't know.
These are one of the products where it was so weird and interesting. We're like, people are going to do something cool with this.
I don't know what this is good for, but I just thought these were kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you
countdown timer.
You get 5, and you put them together, or maybe you want to have like a function generator, and you set the time, or an alarm clock or something. I don't know. That's something cool.
Okay.
I'll try something.
And then this is, I would say, that the star of the new product show. This is a new breakout board we have.
Yeah, I made a new breakout. Oh, sorry. You know what? I did have they were underneath the pictures. I'll show them really briefly on the overhead.
Really?
When I show the.
Okay. So we got this new breakout board.
Yeah, this is a 12-bit I2C analog digital converter.
Yeah.
So I got this for boards like the Raspberry Pi where you don't have analog digital converter built in, and it's I2C, which is very handy, and you can connect up to 4 at a time. And there's power ground, I2C, and address pins. You can select up to 4 addresses and then 4 inputs. And what I thought was really cool about this, it's a little expensive, but it has a programmable gain amplifier. So it'll give you up to 16 times internal amplification. There you go. This is the chip right here. And you can do a differential or single-ended. And this is a 3.3 kilosamples per second. And we put some ferrite beads on it and some pull-ups and all that good stuff. And I think it's a really good ADC. Like I was looking for a really good I2C analog digital converter, and this is a 12-bit one. We'll have a 16-bit one shortly. It's the same chip, so we just have to.
You're on a roll.
And these are the pigtails.
Okay, great.
So yeah, this is a 2-pin Molex connector here. So and these stack side by side on a 0.1 inch, or they stack long ways on a 0.1 inch. Like they stack any way you want on a grid, and then on the end there's just a.
When are we getting those audio spec, and we're doing those like next week, right?
Yeah, we just with the move, everything's kind of falling behind a little bit.
Yeah, we've managed to keep a lot of things out. A lot of things we moved, and moving wasn't the hard part. Getting ramped up, getting settled in is actually the hardest part. Okay, so those are new products for the week. Thank you for getting through those. Whoops! Thank you for getting through those so fast.
My pleasure.
That was the end of new products. Okay, so we're gonna do some Halloween stuff real quick. All right. Yeah, we have some Halloween stuff to do. So we did electronic Halloween. I'll go back up to this. We have this series of posts. Just about every day we have them. So I just wanted to show a couple of the things that people sent in, things that we've covered. Tron costumes, really cool open source pumpkin controller. That was really neat.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then this person sent in a Skeletor video using the how-to from Phil.
Yeah.
And then the products from Adafruit. So check out this like really cool blinky.
Yeah, there's a lot of skulls.
Yeah.
People really dug the skull project because I think a lot of people want to just decorate.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I'm gonna have a party and I have to have something.
Yeah, and it looks around and it's actually a really striking project.
They're kind of creepy.
Yeah. And then here's another one.
Yeah, there's two.
Yeah. I really like these.
I kind of wish I'd gotten white LEDs out
and then
to do this.
And then this
white
is
LEDs. But red looks good too.
And this is the video that kind of started all. And then I'm going to show a little clip from Phil's other video. So this is the electronic Halloween video.
Beware, I live.
That's creepy.
Yeah, and if you've watched the web, Phil's video has made the rounds, and it's a nice video about how he made his costume. Go on YouTube tonight, see the kind of end of the demon costume. But this is the beginning of it, and I have just 2 clips from the video, so you can get an idea of what he did.
What? I'm a Unix demon.
So that's the video. I just wanted to show that.
You know what? Now that I see it with the bigger eyes and the smaller eyes, the bigger red eyes or the orange eyes do look better.
Yeah.
They do look better.
Okay. Paint your dragon. Good work. Okay. It's top secret time. This is we
yeah.
have a lot of stuff on this, so we wanted to show a lot of stuff that's not out yet, but it's about to be out. So real quick, these are the floor PCBs. There was a delay, but we got them in. These are beautiful black PCBs with gold on them. The Flora logo looks excellent. They're super amazing.
Yeah.
We were posting up photos on Google Plus and on the blog. Lately, you know what? We're kind of like, let's just start posting up stuff even before it's out, just so people get an idea.
Good idea, Mark.
Yeah, thanks. We figured, at least people can start asking questions about what it is, even though this is not out yet. Don't ask. We get people thinking about what they can build with Flora, our new wearable. Arduino compatible.
November might be Flora month.
Yeah, and so here's a couple things. You could just talk about what they are as a.
Oh yeah, wait, go back.
You want me to go back?
This was an I2C bus test. So the Flora has an I2C bus. So like I actually put the power, ground, and I2C pins together so that you can easily solder together like what I consider like little I2C modules, because like most sensors are I2C and you can chain them on one bus, so it makes it very easy to sew them because you only need 4 threads, because power, ground, I2C, data, and clock. So this is an example of, I think, an accelerometer, compass, and also a lux sensor wired together. And what's nice is that it still only uses 2 pins. So like, I'm trying to figure out, like, you don't want to go crazy sewing like 50 I2C, like parallel bus lines or SPI bus lines.
And for real beginners, can you just explain what I2C is? I mean, it's a protocol. It's a way of talking.
Yeah, it's a method of communicating with sensors. It's a language. And it has some benefits over other languages in that one thing that's nice about I2C is that you can connect multiple sensors together using only 2 pins.
Yeah.
And they're smart and they don't bump into each other. Yeah. Whereas all the other protocols.
So there's other ones like there's serial, there's SPI, there's
those. Yeah, they all do bump into each other, and then
you need lots of pins.
Yeah, or you need a lot of pins to each one has its own.
And there's collisions, and you can only have so many, and it's complicated. So you're in the I2C world.
For this, I am, because for the sewability.
Yeah.
For when you're doing hardware, I think it's for speed. SPI is better, but for this Flora stuff, it's just sensors, and I wanted to make it so it would be really easy to sew in sensors, and so you just sew them together, and it's the same every time.
Yeah. There's different strokes for different folks, but is there different comms for different ROMs? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that rhymes with that.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, all right. So, anyways, and then like here's something neat. You know what this is? This is just a light painting using the tester for the. So I did a light painting. Lady Ada was testing the pixels, And then I did light painting with it. So this is how we're testing the sheets of pixels.
That's the tester.
Yeah.
We test 20 pixels at a time. Do you want to show the overhead or no?
Yeah, let's go to the overhead.
So these are the RGB controllable pixels, and they don't use I2C. They use a special one-wire protocol, and they're chainable.
Yeah.
So this is 20 pixels. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 5, and then on the back is a little controller chip. And they pop out of here, but they're so small, they're kind of hard to test individually. So instead, we make a full sheet of 20, and we test 20 at a time with this special tester, and then once you've tested them, you can break them off, and that's a lot easier than breaking them off and then handling this little LED chip. It's easier to because testing takes so long.
Yeah.
You want to get that over as quickly as possible, and then eventually we'll be able to sell a whole sheet of 20 at a time.
Yeah, we'll have sheets of 20 at a time, and our goal is the wearable video jacket that anyone can make. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's why we're building this. It's crazy.
And this is the GPS module.
Yeah, floor GPS.
And I have the external antenna connected, but you don't need this antenna connected.
Yeah.
You can snap it off. But I want to do a locative art. I really like projects that have to do with like where are you?
Yeah.
And this is kind of why I got that ultimate GPS module. Is I actually wanted to get like a super thin module with a built-in antenna that was really easy to use, very low power, and very low cost, and has built-in logging ability. It's cool.
One of the projects that we're going to do that's going to be really neat is we'll be able to take a Flora, mount it to a purse, and as you walk by different locations, the logo of the purse changed.
Yeah.
Really like kind of out there projects that everyone always like talked about. Now actually able to do.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like I was trying to do this stuff with like other wearable platforms, and I couldn't because it was not designed for driving like large numbers of pixels. And like you actually have to make architectural design choices to make it so you can power a lot of pixels or like control them and make it reasonably cost.
It's not out yet, don't ask. We're getting wallpaper made. This is, I think the name of the company is Spoonflower. Becky is doing some samples. So this is fabric with this beautiful Adafruit, like kind of old. What is the name of that again? It's the French name. Someone will remember. Yeah, it's like
I didn't design this.
It's like decorative art. This is from Bruce, our designer. So this is, if you look really close at the pattern, that's a soldering iron and birds. So we're getting a toilet, right?
Toilet?
Yeah. So curtains and clothing. There's a black version of this.
Yes, this is like a direct to fabric printing.
Yeah, so direct to fabric printing. So we think this is pretty neat. Maybe some of this stuff will be patterns that you'll sew wearable electronics into. But we wanted to try some digital to fabric printing.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. It's beautiful stuff.
We have to be really careful with this because we'll.
Yeah, Becky said I have to make sure I don't get it dirty or anything happens to it. So
wait.
Okay.
I'll fold this up.
Okay. So that was.
Continue the show.
Yeah. So that was. It's not out yet. Don't ask. So all that stuff is happening. Next up, we're going to do some questions. We'll answer some. Let's try to get to many engineering questions.
Engineering questions.
Yeah, let's see. So you can prototype with all this stuff and then print manufacturer designs. Yep. Let's see. It's pronounced 12. Thank you.
12. Okay, sorry, I
don't feed the 12. That's funny. Let's see. What does PCB stand for?
Printed circuit board.
Okay, what's the best way to isolate the I2C lines on a microcontroller so that you do not back the power, the VCC rail when the microcontroller is powered off? So you do not back power. Oh,
I don't know if that's possible. I mean, there'll always be some leakage, especially if there's pull-ups. Because bidirectional, you can't just put like a diode in. Something you got other issues. Maybe you need a brownout detector. Maybe that's your problem.
Let's see. What got you into open source hardware? What makes you so passionate about it?
I just love giving away stuff. I think it makes people better engineers, and I think it makes more better engineers.
Okay. Does Adafruit have a lawyer on retainer? Has Adafruit ever had legal difficulties? We don't have a lawyer on retainer exactly, but we do have 3 different legal firms that we work with. We do trademarks. We make sure that we're always buttoned up with copyrights. We are filing a patent, we're trying to, and then we're going to give it away because we're open source, crazy people. And then we've had to do some legal stuff that's not fun to talk about because some people are really mean. But we've always done the right thing, and we've always prevailed.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of our record.
Also, to defend ourselves, like people have
Yeah.
come after us, and like the guy who said he owned Ask an Engineer. And
Yeah, some guy said he owns the patent on Ask an Engineer, and first that's a wrong phrase. And then we had our trademark lawyer say, what's the problem? And he said, I own it, and he just registered it, or tried to register it a couple of years ago. We've been doing Ask an Engineer, the show, 3 years. It's been documented. We've been doing this stuff. So it's really easy. And when it gets to that point, now we could take that away from him, because he's trying to get it registered. We just said, look, we're going to keep doing our show. Please don't bother us again. And then it went away.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. Next up. Crazy idea. How about wiki pages for the coloring book? Even if that's already started. The folks who started the French and Spanish one have it up on a wiki page. Okay, next up. Is there a BCD version of the push button switch?
No, I decided to go with these because I thought that it might be a little bit more useful to do matrix scanning on it. But there are versions that are BCD. I decided I wanted to try this version, which was 1-to-1.
Okay. Let's see. Is there? Have you rastered ABS plastic on a laser cutter?
You should not, because it will release toxic fumes.
In fact, we've always said don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's bad for you, bad for everybody.
Don't do that.
We have a 64 button shield or tutorial on making a button panel.
People have definitely made button panels using our buttons, but we don't have a tutorial for it specifically.
Yeah. What would you consider your best project release? It's a hard one.
I think Flora is going to be a great project release.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Always look into the future, you Lady Ada.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm always looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, always looking forward to that. You know what happens is eventually when you start working on something too long, it's like...
I really have to get this out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we're already working on the thing that comes after the Flora, too. That's what it is. That's the way it is here.
We have a bunch of cool new projects. The watch also, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, the watch.
It'll be
It's
fun.
going to be neat.
We're doing power time testing now. We want to make sure we get the best battery life possible. So it takes us a while to just sit there and just test for hours.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting an oscilloscope, a little wall for a bunch of X-Tals. Would this be useful for anything else without an engineering degree?
A what?
This here.
Yeah, sure. Oscilloscopes are great. You can do audio, like checking out audio stuff. You can debug all sorts of things. We carry a couple good oscilloscopes in the store, so check them out.
We got 2 more. Crystal, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read things from far away. Next up, who's your preferred PCB manufacturer?
I like to get my stuff made at Advanced Circuits.
That's easy. We love that
in
question.
Colorado. Colorado.
Yeah. Is there any way to store a bunch of parts from diodes to motors and keep them organized?
I like the little snappy boxes that we have in the store. Check them out. They're separated, so you don't have to worry about the parts falling into each other, which just happens with some cheap storage cases. And then, so we have a couple of them.
Next up, what's a good Raspberry Pi project for a noob?
Check out our learn.adafruit.com. They're sort of chronologically, so go to the very bottom and work your way up, and they're designed to be super easy.
The term noob, at first I kind of hated it, but now it's kind of endearing. Like, people are starting to say, like, oh, I'm a noob, and it's like, oh, let me help you. First it was, like, kind of an insult, but now it's actually turning, like, hacker used to be a bad word, now it's a good word. It's actually, first because I'm like, oh, people shouldn't say noob. It's like, because it was, when I first heard it, it was, like, kind of bad. It's like, oh, you're a noob. Now it's like, oh, I'm a noob, and it's like, oh, well, welcome in, noob. I have an article on Make about how much fun it is to be a beginner.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we
have to wrap up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. I think that's everything.
Okay, great.
Anything else? Hit the forums.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here next week. Every week's gonna be a little bit different for us. Please forgive any echoes or any
weird lighting
or audio-visual things. We'll eventually have a studio. We'll do all sorts of stuff.
Is the cat still there?
The cat is still there, so he'll be easy to get. It's trivia question time.
Okay.
Lady Ada. What are the rules on the trivia question?
The rules are, if you've won a fabulous prize from the trivia question, please sit on your hands or yell into the screen, but don't type the answer. The first person who types the correct answer with spelling into this IRC chat thingy, and we see it first, is the winner. It's not necessarily who you see first, it's who we see first. And then the prize tonight is...
The prize tonight is a 512 megabyte Raspberry Pi. Big deal.
Oh, and if you know us personally, you can't enter.
Yeah.
Or if you work for us, or if we pay you. But, you get free Raspberry Pis for hanging out with us.
This is a visual giveaway.
Okay.
I'm going to ask a question, too. Whoever types it in gets it. This American engineer is best known for an EFF Pioneer Award, doing open source hardware, and it's her birthday. Common 10, you got it. It's Lady Ada. That's right, we have accepted Lady Ada or Lamore Freed. Happy birthday, Lady Ada. It's your birthday right now.
It's my birthday
It's
right
your
now.
Yeah.
It's my birthday, and I'm going to pie if I want to.
Yeah, and what a great birthday, spending it with your community.
Dressing up in a work costume.
All the people out there that have supported Adafruit. We're growing. We're in a new space.
Yeah.
What a fantastic birthday. We are so tired all the time though.
Yeah. But we have cake.
But I just want to say, I hope to spend many birthdays with you.
Okay.
You are the Mindy to my Mork.
Okay.
You're the Mindy to I'm dressed up like Mork. What else am I gonna say?
They did eventually have kids on the show, which was weird. That was kind of a rating saver.
It was Jonathan Winters, I believe, and he started out as an adult, and Morkians. No, ooh, I forgot the Orkians. They start out older and they grow younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know too much about like
Orkins?
70s.
They're Orkins.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't know all that stuff.
Your suit's coming off.
My suit's coming off. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's get the cat.
Yeah, the cat's right there.
He's very easy.
He's so lazy.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, what the? Oh, don't pick me up.
It's very easy to get a
Don't
cat.
pick. Okay, fine, pick me up.
Yeah, it's very easy to get a cat now.
Yeah, this cat is so lazy.
Yeah.
This is the laziest cat.
And let's show him to the camera here.
It's very dark and spooky.
Say hello, cat. You can kind of see his eyes. Oh.
Spooky cat
Yeah.
is spooky.
Mosfet is dressed up as a black cat this year. I don't know if you guys knew. Yeah, it's just a cat shape.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cat.
Yeah, it's a cat shape.
Oh, he's purry. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's a happy guy.
He's a happy cat.
He likes his belly rubbed.
He likes it when we rub his belly.
Okay, so
He's got a big belly,
winner
too.
of the contest, please
Email support at Adafruit
support at
to
adafruit.com.
get
Got it.
your
You guys Lady Ada.
prize. We have to know where to send your prize to.
Yeah, Raspberry Pi. That's a good prize.
Okay, do you want to get this?
Oh yeah, and then there's a special cupcake for you, Lady Ada.
Okay.
You can go. I'll go to the overhead.
Okay.
Let's see if this works out. We got a cupcake.
We got a cupcake.
This is your birthday cupcake.
It's a spooky cupcake.
Yeah. Maybe you could position the camera. Look at that.
That's spooky.
Yeah. You know, the weird thing is, this is the internet. When you're like 100 and something, you're going to be able to look back on your birthdays that were on broadcasted live on the internet.
Spooky.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I have to bring enough cake to share.
Yeah. All right. You have to make a wish. Blow out the candles. All right. There you go.
All right.
Hey, your wish came true. Everybody is still hanging out.
Okay. I wanted to hang out and do an electronic show.
All right. Okay, everyone.
It's smoky.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. Oh, these are the fake candles, huh?
What? No.
Yeah, these are the candles that come back.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, these are the tricky candles. I can see the sparks because they spark.
Okay.
The tricky candle. Oh, wait.
Okay.
It's spooky.
Spooky candles are back.
Spooky action in a distance.
All right. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, George. Thank you, Becky.
See?
Thank you, everyone at Adafruit. Thank you, all of the folks in the chat. Thank you so much for supporting us. Again, we're moving to the new space. We'll have a video tour. We'll have all sorts of interesting things soon. You're going to spend the rest of the night blowing out those candles because I think that's funny.
No, it's over.
It's over now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. You got to do it like a bunch of times.
Okay. I got twice the prize, twice the wishes.
All right.
Twice the wishes.
Nano. Time to get out of here.
Raspberry Pis for everyone.
Yeah, here is your moment of Zener.